Entirely obsessed with the sensation of speed, the deviant god-seekers of the Scarlet Cavalcade rampage across vast distances, scything through everything in their path. They believe that when they achieve their full and deadly velocity, they are blessed with brief glimpses of their missing god. But this story is not about them. This story is about the beasts who try to keep up with them. In an attempt to catch their breath, the beasts of chaos who follow the Scarlet Cavalcade have taken refuge in a dungeon. Unbeknownst to them, this dungeon is already occupied by the Fyreslayers of the Vostarg Lodge. It is not long before they get to test their speed again.
We play and call it work. MiniWarGaming's Age of Sigmar Battle Report.
Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com.
And I'm Steve, and today I'm going to show off the new Scarlet Cavalcade from the Wrath of the Everchosen Battle Tome.
But in kind of a weird twist.
A very goaty twist.
A very goaty twist. So you'd expect to see Seekers and Chariots in this.
As is their lore.
But those have gotten too far ahead of the army
Right.
because they've just been going so fast.
So Slaanesh has other followers other than mortals. There's plenty of Minotaurs and Goatmen that'll also be searching for Slaanesh. They can join the Scarlet Cavalcade, I guess.
I imagine
Either
that they
rear
saw
guard?
a poster that said, "Love going fast," and the bulls and goats are like, "Yeah, I
March.
love going fast." Then join the Scarlet Cavalcade.
Well, they got hooves, that counts.
Yeah, exactly. And so when they came into this cavalcade, they were so eager, and then they just got run around.
It's not going well so far.
Yeah, so they have taken a temporary reprieve inside of a dungeon where they're basically putting their hands up against the wall going,
But when we find Slaanesh inside this cave, the rest of them demons are going to feel foolish.
because they went so
They ran
fast.
too far ahead. They
That's
weren't looking.
right, that's right.
That's why they can't find her.
Did you check this cave? You did not check this cave. And so they happen to stumble across some Vostarg Fyreslayers who are like, "Hey, get out of here, moo men." And then, as you would expect in a reasonable fantasy setting, they just fight without really talking.
Well, we parlayed first and didn't go well, and now we're going to line up in a kind of a formation, and then some people decide, okay, you guys start marching first, and then that's what will happen.
That's true. That's true. That is very gentleman's agreement.
Yeah.
It's like, you want to fight? Yeah, okay. Move back there. I'll move back here, and then we'll start.
Yeah.
It's like, move. Okay. Let's take a look at the armies.
So my 2,000 point list today will be centered on the Depraved Drove Battalion from the Beasts of Chaos book, which gives everything here the Mark of Slaanesh. In this list, I can have up to 4 characters. So I'm going to bring 2 Brayherd Shaman, 1 Doom Bull, and a Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, who will also be the general, because we're looking for Slaanesh moving from the realm of Shadow, and he'll have the Miasmic Blade, meaning he's -1 to hit. We're going to have a couple of battle line units here, 1 unit of Gore, 1 unit of Ungore. Then we have a unit of Ungore Raiders, Bestigores, and Bulgors, and then 2 Gorgon will make up the Depraved Drove. Now the Depraved Drove allows me to reroll charges so long as there is an enemy hero within 12 inches of them. I get to reroll hits against heroes with artifacts. My 3rd battle line will be a unit of 20 Chaos Marauders, and because we're going to play Hedonites of Slaanesh Allegiance, we have the Fate of Slaanesh there, and we also bought the Mesmerizing Mirror. And because we're going to play the Scarlet Cavalcade, we are the God Seekers, but we're going to get some special rules, relics, command abilities, and traits that are all going to be basically affecting my Battle Shock phase, but one really good one that'll affect the charge phase, but we'll see that very, very shortly. This makes up 2,000 points of Hedonites of Slaanesh.
And this is my 2,000 points of Lofnirian Fyreslayers from Lofnir, the Lodge of Lofnir, the Lofnirian Lodge. The Lofnir Lodge loves Magmadroths, but I only own 3 of them, so we're only bringing 3 of them. You can actually bring 1 extra behemoth as long as they're all Magmadroths. So I could actually have 5 of them in this list. One day, maybe, but not today. The Lofnir Lodge allows me to give every single Magmadroth a mount trait instead of the normal 1. I have a War Scroll Battalion, so I would have been able to bring 2 anyways. It's only really giving me 1 extra. I've got my Auric Runefather as my general. We've got an Auric Runeson, and then we've got an Auric Runesmiter. We have all sorts of command traits and artifacts and magmic invocations and prayers, and so I will describe those as they come up rather than just trying to have you remember them all right now. I'm going to be trying out the Forge Brethren War Scroll Battalion because I haven't before. It consists of 3 units of Auric Hearthguard and a Runesmiter. And what this does is, at the start of the enemy hero phase, I pick a friendly unit wholly within 18 inches of any of these Hearthguard, and they basically get +1 of their saving rolls for attacks against them. Battle line is going to be quite straightforward. We got just 3 units of Volkite Berserkers, 2 units with the shields and picks, and then 1 unit with double weapons. And a Runic Firewall as a Magmic invocation. I wanted to bring one of the other ones, but for some reason we haven't painted them up yet, so we got to get on that too. As I've been coming back to Fyreslayers. Haven't played Fyreslayers for a while, so coming back to them like, oh wait, yeah, we need this, yeah, we need this. So we'll add that to the laundry list. We're going to be playing down in a dungeon using terrain from a few companies. The mat is by Table Mat. It's one of their dungeon mats. All these walls are pre-painted terrain from Urban Mats. All these herdstone looking things, the ritualistic things, are a pre-painted terrain from Gale Force 9. We've got mushrooms from Wargamma. And then lastly, we got the arcane runes from Games Workshop. Today we're going to be playing Blood and Glory, one of the missions from the main core rulebook. This has 4 objectives, 2 in each side. Starting in the 3rd battle round, if you control all 4 objectives, you get a major victory. Otherwise, when the game ends after 5 turns, whoever has the most objectives wins. If that doesn't happen, then whoever killed the most in points. We are adding 1 extra custom rule to this, and that is that any of the dungeon walls cannot be seen or passed over, even if you have fly.
Like watching these battle reports? Check out Steve and Luca playing Beasts of Chaos versus the Maggotkin in the MiniWarGaming Vault. Click the link below for your free 7-day trial.
I won the roll-off, but it doesn't really matter because Steve only had 2 drops, or...
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 drops.
One battalion and then...
And the Marauders.
Yeah.
Because everything is in the battalion except the Marauders. And I had like 8 drops. So obviously Steve's going to choose who goes first. But I had the advantage of seeing where Steve deployed, which in this case, obviously all the big bases on the one side and the smaller bases on the other side, with a big old giant moo man.
Yeah, well,
is that a Vestigor? Or what is it? No,
it's a
sorry.
Gorgon.
Gorgon, right.
It's when these guys eat too much flesh, they turn into them.
Oh, wow. It's kind of scary. Gross. And on my side, I've grouped my 3 Magmadroths together because they've got traits that help each other. The trait that I have, the mount trait on the Fathers, is that other Magmadroths get to reroll ones that save within 6 inches. He's also got an aura for his command trait that is +1 to charge or reroll charges. It benefits their charge in some way if they're within 12 inches, but only Magmadroths. And I even have a prayer that is going to help Magmadroths as well. So it makes sense for the 3 of them to kind of stick together. Whereas the rest, we got 2 units of Volkite Berserkers who are going to be roadblocks or speed bumps, and then we got Hearthguard behind them. And then underground, I have a Rune Smiter and a unit of Volkite Berserkers who are currently using their prayers to change the ground underneath them and head towards your back lines. Or side lines or front lines, I don't know. Just depends where I need them.
Yeah, okay, Matthew, I gotta let you go first. I don't know how to play this yet.
You don't want to just charge up? You got a couple units out
I'm
to get to the first
fast,
turn.
but we also been chasing Slaanesh for months.
You're fast,
so
but you're not slow.
We gotta take a breath, and then we'll run forward at you.
Got it. Starting my hero phase, I have a lot of stuff to declare. So first off, I have a priest within 6 inches of my Magmic Forge, and so he will activate that, giving an 18-inch bubble of +1 to prayer rolls. I'm going to use the Rune of Fiery Determination to give my army +1 bravery, and if I roll a 6, they'll actually ignore battle shock tests. Oh, that's a 2. Next, my Rune Smiter is going to pray for Gilded Claws, which will give any other Magmadroth claws wholly within 12 inches reroll wounds. 2+. Yeah!
No.
Then we'll chant Runic Empowerment, which lets me choose a unit wholly within 18 inches to reroll wound rolls. Aha! Yeah, I made it on a 2+. I'm going to buff this unit of Volkite Berserkers, reroll wounds. Next, we'll try to cast or pray for Prayer of Ash to give +1 save to a unit. This one's normally 4+, so 3+. Yeah, 2! Next up, my Rune Smiter is going to try to bring in the Magmic Invocation, the Runic Firewall. Needs a 3+. This does not get any buffs from the Forge. I'm going to place it. It has to be wholly within him. So right there. And as we head into my movement phase, you're going to see my guys all marching forward, keeping formation. And after, everybody's just run up. Quite simply, nobody's going to be able to shoot because I ran, which means no charging, and that's my turn.
Okay, that wall's going to be annoying, Matthew. It's going to be extremely annoying.
It might actually work against me.
No,
because I don't get to
no.
choose to make it go away.
That wall is going to prevent a whole bunch of charges this turn.
Yeah, well, that was the idea. I just
But
hope it doesn't prevent my charges.
I
on my
got
next
a
turn.
plan. One spell will make all the difference in the world.
Okay, okay.
So this brave shaman is going to try to cast a mesmerizing mirror.
Ooh, that could work really hard against me.
Oh, buddy. Give me that 6!
Oh! Neither of our gods are listening to us today.
Okay. This shaman is going to try to devolve these guys right here. See if we can make them stupid. No.
What would it have done?
They would have to move 2d6 towards me.
Okay.
And I guess we'll throw a Mystic Shield onto the Doom Bulls, or the Bulgors.
You did!
You take any other two.
Before, for the movement phase. And after. Oof, getting aggressive. B, aggressive. B, aggressive. Straight to charging.
Alright, sending in the Bestigors and just the Bestigors. Who did that?
Is that a 9-inch charge? They get +1?
Yeah, well, I got
+2?
just +1 for being Scarlet Epicurian. No.
Oh, they definitely made it. Look at that. Moo men.
Try to maintain
Oh, sorry, the man against my dwarves. And they've come.
And in my charge phase, I get D3 depravity points for being for maniacal hunters. I'm getting 3.
Because you made a charge. 3 depravity points. At the start of the combat phase, I'm going to declare that the Volkite Berserkers will use their once per game ability called Berserk Fury, which is that whenever one of them is slain, it gets to pile in and fight before it is removed, after the enemy makes all their attacks.
We're staying just like that.
You're already within an inch.
Yeah.
One guy stayed behind because he didn't want to go right here, draw this unit in, which would then pile in and fight that unit and destroy it before they had a chance to do anything, which I think is smart.
We're hitting on 3s.
Thanks.
And because he's order, I'm going to reroll my 1s.
That's a lot of hits. That is a heck of a lot of 6s, and being the He Knights of Slaanesh, those are 1 extra attack each, or 1 extra hit each.
And 3s to wound.
Yikes. This is going to hurt. They're -1 rend. I've got my shields, and I did not charge, so I got +1 save, so it just goes back to my 5 up.
Ooh, not bad.
Ouch. So I'm going to lose 6.5 of them. I'm going to get a little janky here, and I need to remove ones that'll be able to fight. Because if I can remove him, for example, it'll be hard for him to pile in and fight. So just to be sure. I don't mind about breaking coherency because I still get to pile in and fight. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are hurt. Ouchers! And we've got 1 injured, which we'll put on the end guy. So those 6 will have 12 attacks, hitting you on 3s. And then 4s to wound, but re-rolling because of the prayer that was prayed. Ooh, not much more. 5 in total. -1.
5 up.
Ooh, only 2 die.
Takes 2.
And then I can now nominate these guys to fight, and the other 4 will pile on in. I think he'll be too far. I'll double check though. I know he's too far, so he won't fight. And 3s to hit. Nice. 4s to wound, reroll. Come on, dice. You can do better than that. That's better. 5 of them. Still 5 up with the picks. There we go. That's more what I was expecting. Your banner doesn't give you bravery help?
Nope.
Okay. Then goodbye, banner. Battle shock.
All right, I'm going to lose D6 +1.
So they all run. And I'm bravery 7, having lost 6, so I will lose D6 -1. Oh, 0.
That's my best memory.
Hey, they were pretty scary. End of the battle round. We roll to see if my wall sticks around. If it sticks around, I hope that Steve gets the double turn. If it doesn't stick around, I hope that he doesn't get the double turn. It did at least prevent 1 charge, so that bought me a bit of time, perhaps. I'm not sure.
Potentially, yeah.
We'll see. Normally it sticks around on a 4+, but because I have a priest within 6 inches, it's going to stick around on a 3+. Oh boy. Oh boy, this could be an important double turn there, Steve. Whoosh.
Doc.
I win ties though, Steve. Ha! 4 and 4. Oh. Oh. Ow. 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 Whew. Okay, well, that couldn't have gone much better for me. Surviving that first charge, the wall going down, but Steve not getting the double turn. So this is my chance to do some damage. Let's see if I do. Start of the hero phase, I will activate my Magmic Forge, and that'll give 18-inch bubble of +1 prayers. Let's go through them quickly. We'll start with the prayer that lets their claws reroll wounds. 2+. Hey! And then the prayer to give a unit reroll, or reroll wound rolls. 2+. Hey! I will choose these Auric Hearthguard to reroll wound rolls. We'll pray for Ash, giving +1 save. I just remembered. I forgot in your hero phase there, Steve, to give a unit +1 save. These guys could have been actually a better save. Oh well, I forgot. Prayer of Ash, need a 3+. I got it. I'll give it to this unit of Volkite Berserkers to give them +1 save. And let's try to throw up that runic firewall again. 3+. Yeah, okay. And he's gonna just gobble down some Urgold. He's like, I got this nugget of Urgold. How? Ah! And everybody wholly within 12 inches of mine now have +1 of their saving throws.
What?
Yeah.
Because you ate some gold?
Yeah, apparently.
What the heck?
So kids, don't forget, you eat some
No,
gold.
don't listen to Matthew.
You're scared. My movement's going to be pretty straightforward. Everything's going to reposition. The Auric Hearthguard are going to get with 18 inches of that monster, that Gorgon, and these ones will make sure they can see that Gorgon because they get bonuses against monsters. Oh, one more thing for the hero phase. I'm going to use the Rune of Awakened Steel to give my whole army +1 rend. If I roll a 6, it'll be +2 rend. Oh, baby!
Joke's on you.
Oh, baby!
I don't carry armor.
Everything just moved closer, and like I said, the Auric Hearthguard got within 18 inches of your Gorgons. And then the ground shakes and opens up, and Volkite Berserkers with a Rune Smiter come pouring through. We got a whole lot of shooting. We're going to start with some Magma Pikes into your Gorgon, but first off, we are going to spend a command point on the Lofnir command ability to give a unit of Auric Hearthguard +1 hit and wound. So now these are going to hit on 3s instead of 4s. Oh, there's a few 3s. And wound on 2s instead of 3s. Oh.
Mm. 6 sub save.
These are 2 damage apiece because you're a monster.
Ooh, he's down to 6.
They'll fire them as well, but no, I'm not going to spend a command point to give +1 hit and wound, but they do have reroll wound rolls.
Oh, tear him down.
But that means they're only hitting on 4s. Huh, that's pretty good. 3s to wound, re-rolling. Come on, 1s. Yeah, one more.
With that 6 he's dead.
Oh no, he got 2 wounds. Oh no,
No,
he's dead. Does he like fall on the guys?
No.
He should. And I'll spend another one of my command points on these Auric Hearthguard to give them +1 hit and wound, after which they will shoot at that Gorgon. 3s to hit. 2s to wound.
I'll just grab these.
Now remember, people might be thinking, hey, you got an extra -2 rend. That's only melee weapons that get that. So that is
down
10
to 4.
wounds.
Down to 4.
Now we're going to start breathing on you. So we'll start with this Auric Rune Smiter. Will breathe onto the Minotaurs and throw his axes at them as well. The way this normally works is I roll a d6, and if it's equal to or less than the number of models in the unit, it does d3 mortal wounds, or d6 if I'm within 6 inches. There's 6 guys, so I'm going to automatically hit. So d6 mortal wounds because I'm so close. Oh boy. Oh, he throws his axe. 5s to hit. Oh, 5s to wound. No, no.
We'll kill this one and wound that one.
The Rune Father will try the same thing, but now that you lost one, I have to roll 5 or less. Hey!
And now just d6 more
Yeah,
wounds
because
again?
he's within 6 inches. Oh, golly!
No.
Oh, wait, he's got his axe. 5s to hit. No, all right.
I'm gonna kill this one
Ah!
and then this one.
Okay. The Rune Sun will try the same thing. It's going to be a little harder because there's not as many bodies to breathe all over. Now I need a 3 or less. Oh, I got it! D6 mortal wounds? Oh, just 1.
You want your axe?
Yeah, I'll throw my axe. 5s and 5s. Oh, nothing. What a surprise. Well, that averaged out a little bit.
Yeah, that's pretty average.
Yeah, 6, 6, and 1. And we're just going to whip a bunch of hand axes at you. 5s to hit. 5s to wound. Only 1. There you go, there you go. Oh, you failed it. You failed it. We'll throw some axes into the Marauders, because the moment you lose one of them, they lose some of their bonuses.
Sure.
5s and 5s, baby. We got 1. We've got none. Into the charge phase, we'll start with this unit of Volkite Berserkers. +1 with their musicians, so we've got a 7-inch charge. In they go. After they charge, they throw their shields. Each 6 is a mortal wound. 1 mortal wound.
Ooh.
Could have been
Sure,
worse. Then we're going to swing right over to my Magma Droths, who are going to charge. Start with my Rune Smiter. Gets a +1 thanks to my commander or general being nearby. 9. Yeah, he made it now. And he goes. My mount trait for the Auric Rune Smiter is Flame Scale Youngblood, which is whenever he charges, I get to roll a number of dice equal to whatever his charge was. It doesn't say unmodified, so it's actually going to be a 9, and every 6 is a mortal wound. So we got 3 more mortal wounds. I feel like I'm an ogre again. Now we've got a pathway. Rune Father's going to charge. Give me a nice high number. Oh, come on. I'm tempted to use my last command point to reroll that. I'm going to make it with the +1, but
In a block?
I don't know. Because it gets right there, right? Screw it. I'm going to use my last command point to reroll. That's better. 10 inches. This will allow them to really sink in. This might be a horrible idea, because it'll allow your guys to all fight. But your Minotaurs are almost dead, so... I will charge the Rune Sun 5 inches. And he's going to go right to here. And then we swing all the way to the back. We've got our little horn to give +1 charge. And oh, I used my command point for the reroll. I was going to save it.
Ooh,
It's fine. I'm still happy with the outcome. So now we need to roll an 8 to make this charge. I got no rerolls here, Steve. So I failed.
Ooh.
I still want to try to send in my Auric Rune Smiter on foot. He'll need a 9-inch charge. Yeah, baby. He sees the Rune Father all surrounded, so he's actually going to charge to here to be the sacrificial bait and touch that dragon guy.
So when you look at the diversion, this shaman will go after. That's a Rune Father?
Rune Smiter.
That's a smiter. On a 5 up.
Plus? No, he would have to fight last if he made that.
We're going to have him go next and try on. This is the Rune Sun.
That's the Rune Father.
That's-
You got the biggest axe.
Nope. And then we're going to try on him again. Okay,
There.
he
So
fights
my
last.
Rune Father has to fight last, which is bad news bears. Beginning of the combat phase, these Volkite Berserkers will declare their Berserk Fury, so they get to fight even if they are removed. Auric Rune Smiter will fight first against these 2 Minotaurs. So we'll start with the Claws and Horns. Now I have the Droth Helm artifact, which gives all Magma Droth within 6 inches re-rolling their hit rolls for Claws and Horns. So 4 is to hit, re-rolling. Oh, sorry, there should be 6. 4 is to hit, re-rolling. 3 is to wound, re-rolling because of the prayer that he chanted. Oh, that didn't help. Those are -3 rend each right now because of the rune, 2 damage. That's 6 wounds so far. Then is Blazing Maw, which hits on a 4. Yeah. And I can possibly do some damage with my Latch Axe on the Rune Smiter. Only 1 attack, hitting on a 3. Ha!
Well, this guy, the Blood Kind, will go down to 2. Pile in the fight, I guess.
When they die, they pile in a fight?
No, this guy's dead. He'll take the other 2 wounds. He's going to fight now.
Oh, now he's going to fight.
Yeah. He's going to pile in forward. Ooh, you know, maybe we'll just still hit that one. Yeah, we'll hit that one. The Blood Kind's got 3 attacks with his axe, hitting on 4s. Got a couple of horns, though. Also hitting on 4s.
Well, I may as well activate these Volkite Berserkers and try to kill all your Bestigors. 21 attacks, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. That's 9 dead because they're -3 rend, and you only had 8 left, so rar.
Wait, these are untouched, I thought.
I like killed one when I threw
Oh,
a shield
you're right,
at one.
you're right. We're gonna have my Doom Bowl go, and we'll go whack the guy who can't fight. Okay, with his axe, also 3 attacks, but he hits on 3s.
Oh. Ooh, those 6s are 2 hits each.
We got 5 hits! Oh, we're gonna be wounding on 3s.
Huh?
That does, there's 2 mortal wounds, and then there's 5 at -3.
-3?
-2. 3 damage each.
Ouch. I've got a +1 save on right now, thanks to the the prayer that I got off. But, so I got 5s. Rerolling 1s because I have the mount trait to let me reroll 1s. So, oh, okay, so that's 6 damage.
Plus the 2 mortal wounds.
Plus 2 more, so 8.
There's also gonna give me 7 depravity points.
Awesome.
Sorry, 8 depravity points.
But as you cut me open, there's magmic blood that comes spilling out. Volcanic, whatever. So every 4+ does a mortal wound back. Oh, only 3.
I'll take 3 more depravity points. I have more attacks, so I have my horns.
No, you don't.
I'm done.
My Rune Father's down to 6 wounds, so ouch.
Your pick?
Well, it'll have to be him. I gotta pile in a little further. That. I got my Latch Axe hitting on 4s. I'm done.
They're going to fight next into him. With their ancient weaponry, we're hitting on 3s, and we're going to re-roll 1s, and these 6s
Oh! Oh!
Wow.
He's probably dead.
And we're winning on 3s.
I think he's dead.
No rend.
Well, I guess I could survive. I got a 5-up save, baby. Oh, no, he's dead. Well, he did his job. He soaked up the attack, so they won't go after the Rune Father. All I got left is my Auric Rune Sun, who will pile in. No, whatever. He's only got the 1 Minotaur to kill. It's up to you, man. It's up to you.
Can maybe you can fail.
Okay. We'll just do the claws and horns that hit on 4s re-roll. Hey, let me finish!
I'm done. Yeah, I'm done with you.
Okay.
All right, we're going to go next with my Shaggoth. Starting off with his Storm Wrought Axe. We're hitting on 3s, and we're wounding on 3s. -1.
4 up. Okay.
3 damage.
Yeah! Forgot that I actually ignore wounds on 6s and mortal wounds too. So I'm going to roll the 8 from your Minotaur and ignore none of them. And then those next 3 wounds you just did, I ignore on 6s. Come on! And then, can I at least do some mortal wounds back to you on 4s? Yeah! 2 mortal wounds.
We're going to swing our tail at you 2 times, D3 attacks, hitting on 4s, and wounding on 3s. Nothing there. And then we're going to claw at you with our talon forelimbs, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s,
No.
-1.
I gotta make both these 4-ups. Are they only 1 damage each?
1 damage each.
Okay. Yes, I'm alive!
Dang.
That's right. It's down to 1 wound. Now he has to fight last, so I can't choose him now. So your Gorgon gets to have a
I will move
choice.
far forward as I can, which is going to be there. He'll attack him with his claws and he'll bite that
Has
guy.
a 2-inch
yes.
range with his claws. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Butchering blades, we hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s.
Oh!
And then we're going to bite you. We get 2 bites. That wound on 3s. So that was a 4 to wound, but it went through. -1.
So a 4-up.
D6 damage.
Ah! Oh!
6.
Every 4+ does a mortal wound back to you, and you've only got 4 wounds left. Oh, we got him.
He's dead.
Does bring me down to 8 wounds, though.
And I think I'm done. So
You
sure.
are, so my Rune Father gets to go. I will focus all my attacks on the Doom Bull. He's more likely to be able to kill him. I've only got 2 claw and horn attacks because you've really hurt my guy. 4s to hit, re-rolling. 3s to wound, re-rolling. No, only 1.
No save. We're down to 3. Bring me to 21 depravity points.
Blazing Maw hits on a 4, never hits, of course. And you've got 3 wounds left, so I only need 1 of these to get through. 3s and 3s, -3 damage from my huge axe on my Rune Father. 3s to hit. Oh boy!
Oh,
Just
boy.
need a single 3+ to finish off your Doom Bull. You ready, Steve?
Yeah, buddy.
Ah! I got it.
I got him. I will kill him and give me 2 more depravity points.
End of the combat phase, I get to do 2 things. First, I'm going to try to use my special axe to break your main weapon to give you -1 to hit for the rest of the game. And then I'm going to swing the tail at your Dragon Ogre guys. I break your weapon on a 6. That's broken. The tail, I have to roll equal to or less than the number of less than the number of models you have. So I have to roll a 1 or a 2 to hit you. I do not.
Okay, Matthew, you didn't leave me with a whole lot left to use.
You've also done some damage to me, but yeah.
Well-
At first I thought when you were attacking the Rune Father, I have to admit I was worried because if you did kill him, that could have been a big deal. But now you've got to spend a bit more time to finish him off.
I'm more concerned with my magic coming up. I think my magic can turn the tide if I can make some spells go off.
We'll see.
This Brayherd Shaman is going to try to summon the Mesmerizing Mirror.
Can you get a 6 this time? No! It's just not mesmerizing.
Okay, that's...
It's the flies, man. It's
Oh! I guess we're going to try to devolve the guys with the guns.
to make them move 2d6 inches.
Yeah, maybe I can get you to move.
What did you need?
I think it's dodge 6.
Needed a 7, unfortunately.
All right, we're going to try Mystic Shield. Just going to have to go them.
Needed a 5. Oh, sorry, 6. You got it.
All right, it's time to move. We're going to start off with the Ungor Raiders, and they're going to run.
Do they get to run and charge?
No, we run and shoot.
We are going to be entering the 3rd battle round. In the 3rd battle round, if you control all 4 objectives, we're still in the 2nd one, by the way. But once we enter the 3rd, whoever controls all 4 just automatically wins the game.
And we're going to run these Ungor next.
Also can run and shoot.
Base? No, they can't run and charge, though.
Gotta guard those objectives.
And we're going to just stop 3 inches away from you. This shaman's going to run. We're going to make that a 6.
With a command point. Yep. He's gonna swing over here. What are you swinging over here for, Steve?
I'm going to try to go all the way around to the objectives.
So Steve's hoping for the double turn, because then he'll run up to here, summon a unit onto this, because I left a little too far to kill his Gorgon. And then he's hoping he can do the same thing on this side to summon onto this objective, and then win the game.
If they were going to run, I don't think it's going to
I
matter.
don't think you need a 6 for that one.
Well, I just can't get through here because my base is too wide, I think. So this will give me 10 inches, and I think I'm within 3. Yeah, I'd stop short. Ungor Raiders are going to fire at the guy that hopefully is about to die.
Only 1 hit point left.
Or hitting on 4s. 6s or 2. And 4s.
Woo! Did 6s do anything special?
No.
No rend, so I have a 3-up save, re-rolling 1s, and then 6s to ignore. But I've only got 1 hit point left. Ah! Okay, so if 1 gets through, it's got to roll a 6, Steve. Piece of cake. Oh, you got him.
Nice.
And he's the one actually has the bubble of reroll ones to save. So these two no longer reroll ones to save now.
All right, we're gonna charge off with the Dragon Ogres first.
7 will get him in.
7. We're okay with this. He's gonna charge.
How far? Ooh,
I'm
4.
gonna get 2
You got
left.
2 command points left.
I'm gonna get 2 next turn.
You'll get another one next turn to have
Yep.
the 2 6-inch
I can spare it.
Oh, I can't see
8.
that. 8 is in.
I'm
8,
trying to
8
think.
is in.
Bring them both. And now this charge here.
Now they get to take their lowest and turn it to their highest, right?
It's 10. I don't know if I
Oh,
like
the lowest just turns into a 6.
the lowest or what it's yeah, it turns into a 6.
So 10-inch charge.
I don't know.
They're gonna use that to engage
No,
as much
I'll-
as they can. You want to go for
I'll
my
get them.
guns?
I'll get them both.
Do you want to kill my guns?
I do.
Check with my guns.
I hate your guns. It's time for Locust. Right here. We get the 1 in range.
5 plus. No.
We're gonna do the same thing onto him.
No.
I get D6 depravity points, just 3 more units charged.
3. It brings you to 26. You really want to get to 28. But you can still summon a couple things at this point, I believe.
He'll swing first into the Rune Smith.
Rune Smiter.
Smiter, that's a Smith. Storm Wrought Axe, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s.
Go. Just 1. -1. So I still have eaten my gold. So I still have the +1 save. So 4 up save. No re-rolling 1s. Nothing.
3 damage.
Ouch. Do I do any mortal wounds to you? 4 pluses. 2 mortal wounds. So you took me down to 5. Now, mind you, all these mortal wounds I'd be doing against you are after you're done everything. So even if I had killed you, you still get your other attacks.
Enough. My tail is D3 attacks.
Ooh.
And no hits.
No, okay.
And my clawed forelimbs are hitting on 3s, or wounding on 3s, -1.
4 up. There we are. My Auric Runeson will go next. He wants to use his javelin against your monster because it gets more damage against it. You know what? We can split attacks. I'm going to do the javelin against your monster and then everything else against the rest of the dragon ogres. We'll just do the javelin. This isn't going to kill him or anything, but maybe it'll hurt. 3s to hit. 3s to wound. Hey! Yeah. Then we've got the Magma Droth, Claws and Horns, hitting on 4s. Re-rolling, wish 6s did something. 3s to wound. Whoa! -3 rend. I don't think you get a save against that, right? So that's 12 damage so far. And then the useless Blazing Maw attack. Oh, it hit! What a surprise. 2s to wound. Okay, actually, I was expecting a 1.
Any rend?
Yeah, -4.
Okay.
Gives the extra -2. It just does D3 damage. Okay, 2. Wow, I'm surprised. That's 14 damage total. Oh, we were so close to killing them all. Oh, you're going to keep having them all the way back there? Okay.
Yeah, Marauders. I guess these ones are all going to pile in slightly backwards.
And I've already used my Berserk Fury, so can't use it again. So whatever you kill stays dead.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here, and then the rest
rest of-
forward. Go into the Volkite Berserkers, hitting on 3s for the amount of people in the squad. 6s are 3 hits because there's 20 models in the squad.
Oh, that's right.
And 4s.
Oh.
Ooh, just 1.
Oh.
Just 1.
Oh, Steve. Steve.
I don't even need
Steve.
this. I don't even care.
You don't care.
I just need a double turn.
But it could kill a guy. I have one guy with only 1 wound left, but I got my shield, so that negates your -1 kind of. I got a 5 up. Yay! Steve's Dice. You want to buy some of Steve's Dice? Go to shop.miniwargaming.com.
They're all for me.
They roll 5 pluses because he plays Orc. You'll do some damage to the Orc
3,
Hearthguard.
and then
Stop dropping your dice, Steve. They're valuable.
hitting on 3s. And 4s. That's better.
Well, these guys will only get a 6 up save. We're going to have a little contest here. Whose dice are better? So there's 12 in total, and we're looking for the symbols.
Don't buy
Sixes.
mine. I need mine.
You need yours? Oh, we both suck, but you kind of win. And that will kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half of them. They're dead. So I guess go buy more of Steve's dice if they're in stock.
No, don't.
They are.
I said I need them.
No, no. Well, I'll have these 4 Volkite Berserkers fight back. 3s to hit. Well, see, my dice are good. You can buy them as well at shop.miniwargaming.com. 4s to wound, -1 rend.
6 up.
So 2 die. Well, now you've lost your 20 model advantage, so no more +1 rend and no more exploding to 3 hits on 6s. You lastly have this Dragon Ogre.
No, he's done.
He's fine. He does not want to pile in.
Oh, I guess you know what? This would be technically closer, so I will go technically closer. No, I'll be like, no, never mind, we're done.
You're done. Okay. So then we're just going to try to finish off your Dragon Ogre Shaman
Shoggoth.
Shoggoth with my injured Rune Smiter. We'll do my Claws and Horns. Only 4 attacks left because it's hurt. 4s to hit, re-rolling. Whoa! Yahtzee! Not quite Yahtzee. I think it's 5.
Viewers of Slaanesh now.
Yeah. 3. Yeah, no, yeah. Viewers of Slaanesh now. Oh, all of them. That is -3 to damage each. Which coincidentally is how many
You're
wounds you have
cheating
left.
somehow. I'm not sure how, but I'm pretty sure you're cheating.
Technically, these ones get to fight as well. Only one's going to be able to get in.
Technically.
I mean, technically. I mean, I don't even care about trying to keep him close to the objective because I know you can get it. One that gets in there, he tries to bash you with his pike. 3's to hit. Oh, I misses. It would have been -2 Ren, though. End of battle round 2. We've had a lot happen, but the beasts of Slaanesh are crumbling, as Steve points to his dead pile. Hey, you've killed some of my guys, too.
Some. I hurt my neck.
Did you hurt your neck looking over there? You're another casualty of this game.
It hurts so bad right now.
Oh, I don't know why I'm laughing, but it's funny. Pain. People on the internet are such jerks, eh? Right now, I'm on the internet.
I know. Ow.
So essentially, Steve, if he gets a double turn, he automatically wins, because you'll have 2 command points. So you move like. Why do you move an extra 3 inches?
Because I'm a Brayherd unit within 9 inches of the shaman.
And the shaman is.
Yeah,
a
moves
shaman.
6, and then.
So he moves 9, and then you can automatically use a command point to run 6.
It'll have enough for both of them.
And we've already measured it out that you can summon, and because I made the mistake of not. Well, I don't know if it's a mistake. I wanted to. shoot
You
your
wanted to
guys
kill
down.
my Gorgons, right?
And it worked, right? I shot down your Gorgon, which could have been a threat. And if he doesn't get the double turn and I go next, most likely.
I'm conceding. I have two Ungor units.
Well, you got.
Please.
Essentially, what I would do is I would retreat.
You just
I don't
charge.
even have to retreat. I can just walk
You
over
don't
there.
even have to do anything.
No, there's 10 guys there. I got to kill some. So I move up and I charge
I know.
them, and then I kill them. The end.
Yeah.
And over here, same thing. It's possible it doesn't work, though. But Steve just wants to concede if you. So basically.
I'll let you roll it if you want to roll it.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I agree with you. I pretty much think it comes down to the roll-off for who gets the next turn. Now,
The winner, the better Warhammer player decided right
Once
now
again-
on a one roll-off.
once again, we'll see whose dice are better.
You
So-
want Lucas.
No, put Lucas away. We're going to sell your dice, Steve. We're selling your dice.
Okay.
Now, I win ties.
Yep.
Which means I think it means I have a 55% chance
It's
of
slightly
winning.
higher. Slightly higher chance of being better at me this game.
Yeah. I'm so good at Warhammer.
Ah!
Uh-oh. All I got to roll is a 6, Steve. All I got to roll is a 6. I'm dragging this out.
Don't do it.
Dragging this out. Somebody below's going to put a timestamp just to skip this part. Here we go. You ready, Steve? It all comes down to a 1 in 6 chance. Dude, the Fyreslayers win this game. Ha! Oh! It's a Beast of Slaanesh victory.
Once again, another victory for the goat people when everybody died.
Thanks so much for watching. After our post-game discussion, don't forget to check out the next battle report between Steve and Luca and the MiniWarGaming Vault. They will be playing the Beast of Chaos versus Maggotkin. If you're not a Vault member, you can still click the link below to get a free 7-day trial. Vault members are what drive MiniWarGaming, so consider joining to support us in making even more miniature wargaming videos for you.
Well, that was a really interesting game. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Now, there's a few points of discussion that we have to have.
I think more than a few, actually, but yeah. What do you think
I
first?
want to start with the most obvious, which is talking about the random turn mechanic.
Yeah.
That game came down to who would win, who would go next,
Yeah.
and you won because you got a double turn.
Right.
And some people might look at that and say, well, that's a fault of the game because Matthew clearly was winning because he was killing more guys.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it came down to giving you a chance to win by focusing more on positioning. Because I made the mistake. Yeah, you know what? If I could go back, I would leave 1 unit of Auric Hearthguard back on the objective. And then all of a sudden, this double turn that you're going to get would be harder because then you'd have to summon them and then make a 9-inch charge and then kill my guys and take the objective. So it would be a bit more work than just simply stroll over and grab the objective.
Though, the +1 to the charge, just for being Godseekers.
Yeah, of course.
No, there are a few things, yeah. No, but it makes me, okay, it takes, so you say, yeah, I did plan for it, but I don't feel like I earned the victory. I feel like I stole the victory.
But that's fun too, isn't it?
Sometimes. It was for me today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, and here's me. I'm the one that lost. And
Right, you're the one that stolen from me.
That role was so much fun just to do. Like, because I guess this also comes down to it's all subjective. I have a certain play style that I enjoy, and that is I want to lose, or I want to kill lots of guys and lose because of objectives, or have lots of my guys killed but win because of objectives. I love it when one side gets the satisfaction of destroying, but the other side figures out a way to win anyways. I think those are the best.
I'm
games.
on I agree with half of that. So I want to play the movement phase. I want to have to like outmaneuver and like kill. I don't want to kill everything. I don't want everything in my. I want to kill just enough to get through. So I'm halfway with
like
you.
kill strategically.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, like because when your plan right here, we look at it and say, oh, he won because of the double turn. That is not true. You have to look at everything that built up to that. When I had my triple Magmadroth charge, and you shut down my Rune Father, that's a big part. But the bigger part was that your Minotaurs survived the next attack. Because when the Orc Rune Smiter on his Magmadroth attacked them, and I had already hosed down so many, he could have easily killed the rest of them. And he didn't.
Right.
I just failed just enough to not kill them. And that stopped my Orc Rune Son, who had a good god-killing or a good monster-killing thing of jumping forward 3 inches and either killing your Gorgon or killing your Dragon Ogre Shoggoth.
Shoggoth, yeah.
Shoggoth?
So I don't think that's as big a deal as you think it is.
Well, it would have zoned out the area and stopped you from running through with your character. That's what I.
No, I don't think it would have. Well, okay, so the thing about that is because my Doomball have already attacked, you would have killed the Shoggoth.
Right.
And you probably could have actually. But I would have needed. I needed to kill my Shoggoth in the last turn because I needed the depravity points either from killing you or him dying. I would have gotten them if you killed him there. Now, from where he was sitting, I had enough room behind him for my same Brave Shaman to get in behind him.
Right, but you didn't have. You still had to wait another turn. I still had
Yes.
another turn after that.
Oh, if you had went.
Yes.
Yes.
No. I mean, like, not because of the double turn, but I mean just with the maneuvering, it may have zoned it out. All I'm saying is that a lot of it came down to that positioning of that charge. Some of it was dice rolls, some of it was choices. So, and like I said, is that the luck of the Rune Father, because that Rune Father with 1 wound left still punked the Doom Bull, and that was pretty cool. So you see how powerful he is. The other ones, once the Magmadroths are hurt, they're useless on top. They don't have any real.
So yeah, he's got some good attacks.
Yeah, and the other side was just a skirmish in the middle that in the end was just us holding each other off while we were deciding who was going to grab the back objective.
That's literally how I play. That's how Beasts. This is actually why I love Beasts of Chaos so much, even though I technically didn't play them. Every game is a puzzle, and your soldiers, your guys are just a resource to distract or maneuver your opponent. Now, weirdly enough, with the new book, I was still able to play kind of in that regard because I had depravity points to summon.
So here's a question for you, and this comes to the next point because I think we've already talked about the double turn thing. The new Wrath of the Everchosen book, playing it with, you basically played a army completely opposite the way it was intended to be played.
Right.
And
absolutely.
Because even when you read the fluff, it's all about seekers and chariots, and you're like, nope. And we even made the joke in the narrative.
They're the ones who can't keep
they're the guys that are trying to keep up with them. So, how much do you think that if you can compare what you got from that to what you would have got from playing from Beasts of Chaos,
I would say
it make a difference?
I'd say yes, it made a difference.
In a good way.
In the worst.
It made it worse.
Yes, it made it worse.
Okay, so even though you won because of it.
No, okay. The thing is, you're familiar. You've played against Beasts of Chaos a couple of times.
Yes.
You would have kept your guys back because you know I can just pop right on it, right?
Yes.
Which meant the guys you would have kept back wouldn't be able to kill my Gorgons turn 1.
That's true. They would have just been firing at regular guys, and that's only 1 damage each.
Right.
Not a big deal.
So my Gorgons would have done more damage to your infantry, and I would have pushed forward. I probably would have killed more. The game would have taken longer.
Yeah.
For good or bad. Now, do I still win? I don't know.
Well, that's a
But it would have taken longer.
So you
This was more of a risk.
So you think forcing me to keep back because you can summon anywhere?
Yes.
Is-
Once your opponent knows that, it gets in their head, and then as a Beast of Chaos player, I have to use that.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
I
constantly-
have to lead guys back on, especially in it's also a scenario too. Like you have to add up everything. We're playing one of the few scenarios where you win by grabbing all the objectives, because you pop in. Let's say this was any other scenario where you get a point for each objective. You pop in, great. You grab some points, and then I come in and I kill everything, and I win still.
So how I find the Beasts of Chaos typically go is our points don't seem to adequately match the potential of the unit.
The hitting power.
Right. Or even the survivability of the unit. However, how I kind of look at it now is I need to keep enough summoning points, primordial call points, to summon on things to take the objective, but I also got to spend a few every turn to keep putting something somewhere so you can be like, okay, I can't ignore that one spawn. So now you have a whole unit going to kill a one spawn, kind of balancing out the point level of the game, because you can't ignore that spawn, so grab the objective.
Well, if you have a 50-point unit distracting a 200-point unit, then even though that 50-point
That's how
unit,
it ekes out
that
for me.
50-point unit may not even have the staying power of some other 50-point unit
Not
in
at all.
another army.
Right.
It might have less wounds or a worse save, like if you're just compare side by side. But the fact that you're able to get more of those out there and be like, you know what, as long as 50 points distracts 200 points, then they've been worth the investment.
Honestly, if I can
Like,
get...
would you pay 50 points Like, just you pay 50 points and I lose 200 points
Absolutely.
for a turn.
And that's why I play them anyway. And it just pulls a unit out of the game for a turn. Now they're still playing the game. They're still going to deal with that one thing. I'm spending primordial call points just to distract you for a turn. I didn't have that luxury today.
No.
I had one big thing, and hopefully you moved off the objective.
Yeah. So there is one last question I think is really important. Minotaurs.
I don't care. I'm using
Will they ever be good?
Okay, they just had a 20-point reduction.
And I just
And they're
magma
still
hurled all
terrible.
over them.
They're still
Well, no, I rolled a 6 mortal wounds. 6 mortal wounds.
Just you
One
compare
mortal
them
wound.
point for point for other things like them, ogres and trolls. It's like why?
But they're in the army of Beasts of Chaos when you said that it's okay that things aren't quite the same because you have the other advantages.
Yeah, but it seems to be everything. So
because if
Minotaur's
you're-
the clear loser in this book.
But if you're comparing points to points in an army that can summon more, then they have to kind of
Okay,
inflate
so
everything's points.
when everything's a distraction unit, I can buy 3 or 4 units for that Minotaur unit, maybe even more. Actually, I can get like 6 for that unit.
Sure, but then you got to bring all those models.
Right.
Paint all
I
those
have
models.
them. I don't have more Gribblies. More Gribblies would be useful. Also, I love them. Actually, I'm playing this army because of those Minotaurs, so they will always be in the
They look
list.
so cool. And the Dragon Ogres too. They look so cool.
I know, I would
Old
get a
school
bunch more of
models just
them.
coming in, just running around.
So there will always be Minotaurs in my list. I know they're mediocre, but sometimes, every now and then, they surprise you.
It's a good example though of how it's hard to compare units between battle tomes.
No, you can very easily. They're the same thing, only better in every way than the other ones.
No, because you're in a battle tome that gets to summon more. So if you compare it to ogres, you said, well, ogres don't summon more. You compare it to trolls. Trolls don't get to summon more. So the points that they put on the table, that's all they've got to work with. Well, I guess that's not totally true. The Gloomspite Kits can bring back the units, but that's, it's rare.
I mean, of all the battle tomes, don't hold me to this. I haven't really put a lot of thought into this. I think this is the clear loser.
It's one of the
I don't
ones.
think there's one word, but there could be.
Which is why it's fun to play
There could
against.
be.
Because
I
then-
love them. I love the puzzle I got to play every game.
Oh, no, it's also fun to play against because when I knew that you were playing Beasts of Chaos using this rules, I'm like, that's probably not going to be good. So that means I don't have to bring the best Fyreslayers. I get to pull out stuff that I wouldn't normally.
Man, your battle line was so good, though.
They were fantastic, but they weren't Hearthguard Berserkers.
No,
Hearthguard Berserkers would have survived and killed everything.
I would have had a sick day. Went home.
Because the typical thing is, I know there's the Vostrag with the extra movement stuff, but Hermdar being able to fight first with a command point.
It's just
and
the
then
extra
you can fight
movement,
second
though.
with the Lords of the Lodge. So it's just like
yeah.
blam blam. It's it's a pretty big deal. So it was nice to be able to not have to try to build the best army and just be like, you know, it'd be fun. Let's bring all my Magmadroths.
But even when I said my best of my best, my elite unit in charging first with a bunch of buffs.
How many points is that 10-man unit?
140.
Oh, that's how many points mine are.
Yeah,
No,
I
mine are
killed.
100 mine are 140.
I killed half of them on the charge, and he killed all mine.
Yeah, see, I have twice.
I
as
went
many-
first. I killed half.
We have pretty much the same armor save because when you charge me, I have a 4-up, but I've got twice as many wounds as you, and I have the ability once per game to be able to say like, hey, you kill me, I kill you.
Yeah.
So yeah, it doesn't add
There's
up. It doesn't add up.
Yeah, that's the best. That's my best thing I got.
Yeah, and they're what, 3s and 4s minus 1.
They're 4s and 3s.
So the same
minus
as me.
one.
I'm 3s to 4s.
But I'm 2 attacks,
Yeah, I'm 2 attacks.
and then on the charge, I get an extra attack.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I
And
can
if
throw
there's
my
10 or more
shields.
models, I have +1 to hit.
Okay, well.
And if it's order, I reroll 1s to hit.
Okay, so hitting power is a little better than the bulk up.
And we're fast, right?
But
Because we're going to be
staying
moving 6, probably +3, plus the charge, and then the running and the charging.
Once
so they're
again.
fast. That's what we do. We're fast.
Yeah, so you have to consider all the different things.
Oh, what I wanted to try today was, which I couldn't do, was the Marauders right next to them. You never got close enough.
We never got to talk
So
about that.
so basically on my turn 1, if Matthew was, I think, 1.5 inches closer to my
I think it
Marauders,
was just half an inch.
was it that,
Yeah,
it was,
because you measured it and it was 12 and a half inches away.
it was just I couldn't declare a charge with my Marauders. So what my Scarlet
Cavalcade.
Yes, my Scarlet Cavalcade rule is if I have 2 units within 6 inches of each other, and there's 10 or more models in the unit, you go 1 charge for both of them. Now, Beast of Chaos had +1 to their charge. Godseeker had +1 to their charge, I'm +2. And then when you roll a charge for the Marauders, you take the lowest die and automatically make it 6.
So here's an interesting question, and I think the answer is yes. So it basically, to clarify, 2 units, if they're close to each other and they have 10 or more models, you just roll charge once. So if those units have rules that modify the charge, do you get to use them? I say yes.
I say rules is
because
written,
it just
yes.
says that when you're rolling a charge for this unit, and you are rolling a charge for that unit. It's just interesting because I don't see any other reason why they let you roll once for 2 units. Like, who cares
Right.
otherwise? Except
Exactly.
maybe the command point reroll. It's a little more efficient, but once again, that's just as a here's the thing you get. Just doesn't seem like a big deal. But if one of the units gets +1 a charge and the other one gets reroll charges, do you get +1 a charge with the reroll? And I'd say yeah, because the Marauders get to change one of their dice to a 6.
So that would have given the Bestigors +2 to their charge, rolling the lowest line to a 6. Hopefully getting far. I couldn't get through your line, but get far behind something.
There's other applications that would have been good. That would have been very useful to that as well. So, and I think you do. I think you do stack those. There's no FAQ out yet for them, obviously, because it's still relatively new. But it just seems like if they say no, you don't get any special rules, then it's like, well, then why?
Otherwise,
why?
it's for summoning 2 units of demons at once and rolling one 8 charge and +1 to the charge.
But you have to determine before you roll.
Because
you have to
also I can go,
that.
this unit, I fail, I want to reroll the command point. And then this unit, I fail, I reroll the command point. I get 4 rolls down to 2.
Yeah, but that could be bad for you.
Right. Well,
if
you need 2, if you need 1.
No, if you only need 1, then you'd rather have them both charge individually.
Exactly.
Because then you get 2 chances with a reroll.
If you only need 1, I want to do it individually. If I only want to go in, so if I want one unit to go by themselves, I don't want to risk the charge. Only if they both go in, I want to charge. Then it's worth it.
But that just seems too situational.
Never,
to be a
ever.
good army-wide rule. Like, here's what your army gets, and it's just like, But if it's that you get to stack these abilities, and all of a sudden it's like, yeah, bring Marauders and Demonettes.
Well, because you're gonna have these Marauders and a big old blob of Demonettes, and you give those Demonettes a ridiculously long charge.
And they can already run in charge, so just imagine that.
No, granted, at the time we're filming this, no FAQ yet. They may address it. I don't think they are. I think it's pretty straightforward.
It should be out before an FAQ. But if there is one, go ahead. Leave it in the comments. But we filmed before an FAQ. So if you made it this far in the video, then yeah, we filmed without an FAQ. Everybody else who posted comments won't realize that.
We'll apply,
but we didn't actually get to the point where you use that ability anyway. So
yeah,
it didn't really
unfortunately.
Well, that's all the time we've got today. Stay tuned for more Age of Sigmar battle reports. Go check out the one in the vault now. Click the link below if you want to help support us so we can make more of these, which would be awesome. Thank you to our vault members, of course. And happy wargaming.